1 there, but it's quite happy there doing what and I'm barely getting any reflected power back, even with the SWR coming in and around 1.8, John. So yeah, absolutely delighted there. Oscar November 8 Echo India. By the way, I gotta just say, Oscar November 7 Golf Yankee, if you're still listening, sorry, I was about to go QRT there, and my friend John, who's also in Oscar November land, he has given me a call there. So thank you very much for the call anyway, and best 7-3. But yeah, John, absolutely delighted with it there. Oscar November 8 Echo India, Echo Alpha 5 Japan, Norway, Mexico. Norway.
Yeah, okay. Well, just one thing, and I don't know what it is. When you on key, and I'm recording this now, when you on key, you hear something. I'm not sure what that is. Over.
No, what's been going on is I've been doing a little bit of cheating there because the neighbours, I've just looked at the scope now, it's just cleared, and it just literally cleared. I've been listening to you on my friend's SDR, which is just up the road, because literally the noise on the weekends and sometimes at night, John, it can shoot up to over a 9 on the 40 and the 20 meter bands. Now I'm back looking at a nice clear scope on the radio, hopefully. But yeah, I do have to have an SDR standing by which is Andy or someone close by there, just in case I get wiped out. Otherwise, like suddenly I can't hear anything. But that's a bit of jiggery pokery I have to apply sometimes in the weekend with everyone back home plugging in their cheap Chinese devices there. But I'm back now on the radio. We were talking about a little bit of a delay there, was it?
Yeah, and it's gone. Well done. Yeah, I have to do that when I call in on the 80 meter Shannon Basin, and yeah, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, depending on the station. But I think from now on I'll do it right through, because they're hearing me, but I'm not hearing them. Some of them. Over.
Yeah, Curacao. Well, I have 2 bits of jiggery pokery, as you say, going on here. I fished out my BHI, that's Bravo Hotel India. It's a little black box there, noise eliminating inline module, and it's absolutely fantastic. So I have that between the radio and the ICOM speaker again, and that's what I'm on now. But also I dedicated that one laptop just to do an RM noise, because I notice when you use RM noise and you do anything else on the PC, RM noise, it's not allocated enough of the memory there, so it just starts throwing its toys out of the pram and glitching and everything there. So I had an old laptop that I was nearly ready to throw in the bin. Something I bought in Tesco's back home, I think for a couple of €100 12 years ago, or 10 or 12 years ago. So I've just stripped it down and put RM noise in it. It does it like a racehorse now, and I have that connected to Bluetooth. But unfortunately, that won't solve my noise problem there. But anyway, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I lost my coil there, my 110 microhenry coil, so I can't do 80 meters now. That was tacked onto the NTED, and it gave me 100 kilohertz of 80, but that's gone now. But maybe does that be on often in the winters? Is it nightly or is it weekly? That net, John, over.
Yeah, every Thursday at 21 Zulu, up around 3.770 plus minus. Over.
Okay, right, yeah. Okay, I'll have to try that. Well, even Anita, she bought a brand new car there, so I know her. That car be parked up in the night time. She's a creature of habit there. She likes to watch her shows, not in the evenings, and so I thought, well, even under one of the motorbikes now, I have I could definitely fit in all my G90 stuff. But the plan, John, was to there's a beach down to the east side here of Santa Paula. It's kind of rocky. It's a lot of Dutch and Belgians and French. They park their campers there all along that stretch of coastline in the winter, and the local police, they leave them alone. Even though there's all these signs saying no camping, they leave them alone. The Spanish police kind of view, unless you start putting deck chairs out and deploying awnings and barbecues, they let that slide as a parking. They say they're parked there. They're not camping there. So anyway, hundreds of these people are down there parking all winter. with a great view of the coast. But there's a lot of bushes and shrubbery here, there, and everywhere. And I was looking at it there, and I thought, geez, a lad could get away now with deploying 40 meters of wire there and have a bit of an end set halfway for 80 meters, and just come down and plug in there and be operating from the car, which, well, I suppose you'd only have the 20 watts, or I could bring the other one down, the transistor amp that's now spare, and if I had a decent enough leisure battery, so you could be running 100 whiskies there, or even you go full tilt to 200 watts there as a portable station down by that kind of rocky beach, over.
Yeah, well, that sounds interesting, and yeah, I just refresh my memory. Did you pick up one of those antennas from AliExpress? One of those, I've no idea what they're called. They're about 110, something like that, over.
Yeah, Ham Radio Geek. No, Jim is after getting one of those. Jim's down. Oh, I should actually go down and see Jim today. It's early enough, but Jim's about an hour south of me there. But Jim got one of those. I told him, don't buy the slide. Oh no, he bit the bullet. He bought the slide. I said to him, oh, get the Chinese one if you're going to get it delivered here in Spain. You know why? Because after Brexit, my slide winder antenna, which is a very good antenna, that got caught up in customs for, I'm not joking, in 6-7 weeks, like, because of Brexit. And it's absolutely nonsense. It's just really sour grapes after Brexit. But, the Chinese stuff, if I order from AliExpress, I'm not joking you, it's at my door within a week from China, John. So the Spanish have done a deal with the Chinese, and their stuff flies on in and clears customs in a heartbeat. Whereas if you try sending a package from Britain these days, it just goes into like the postal black hole there, never to be seen again for weeks or months. And then they clip you for all these charges, and there was a handling charge, there was a VAT, and I wouldn't order anything from UK again. Absolutely terrible from this location if you're ordering stuff from UK. But yeah, long story short, there was a knockoff of the slide winder on AliExpress that I suggested to himself to buy, to Jim to buy, but he bit the bullet and he bought the slide winder, so he's going to have it delivered to Ireland, and he's going to bring that back over to Spain when he comes back on the car later on, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, I do the same. I don't buy loads of things, but from time to time I get from AliExpress, and 5 days it's at your door. Whereas I order something, and it's very rare I'd order now. I used to order loads from the UK, but not anymore. I even just got a cable from a guy in the UK. Unbelievable. A cable, a Mickey Mouse cable, and I paid €25 import duty. €25 import duty, and he had marked it as a gift, but it hadn't registered as a gift, so they just hit me full whack. So there is big time sour grapes between the EU and the UK, which is unfortunate, but we won't go into that and my point of view. By the way, I agree with you. When I'm 12 meters, the SWR is a little bit high on this antenna, and if I want to operate 12, I use the ACOM 1000. Because the solid state, once it goes 1.8, 1.9, it doesn't always trip out, but it can trip out, over.
Yeah, absolutely, John. It's kind of embarrassing. You're in the middle of a brag shoe and all the rest, and thinking, you're like, for God's sake, there it goes again. But what I'm going to do is I might get an antenna switch there. I might actually share the antenna, the cobweb, with the upstairs station when I get that going. If these builders ever get out of here, John, oh my God. At least now they're working their way down. They're kind of on cosmetic stuff now. They're doing the door surrounds, and basically they're going to recondition the doors, because they're kind of, this house is built in the 63, 4, something like that. All the doors are odd sizes, and the guys that built this house, they must be pissed out of their head, like, when they came back from lunch. Everything is, it's like something Gaudi who designed, the Sagrada de Familia, it's all There's no corners in the house. Well, I cornered it off now with plasterboard and truck ceiling stuff, but the original stuff, there's a lot of curves there in the walls and stuff. And, anyway, long story short there, it was easier to recondition the doors, John, than actually go off and buy new ones and take out all the frames and have to enter them in there. So, and they'd never really look quite right. So, the guy that's in the building for me, he's a very good carpenter as well. So he's going to sand them down and recondition them, put all this MDF on them to make them look like very modern doors. So that's the crack there. But they're working their way down the house. They can't go fast enough now. They're 6 weeks in now, and there was a few delays and all the rest. But I just can't wait to see the back of them there. As the pain in my backside getting woken by builders every morning and having them traipsing around the house. But as I say, he's doing a good job there. So I keep my beak shut, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, he seems like a great guy. Well, just one final thing, and I'm going to leave the shack. I've got to go out and I don't have to, but I'm going to start with cutting some of that wood that I picked up. But about 45 years ago, and like many, I started off on 11 meters, and I was on during the summer holidays, and we lived down in Dundleary. And I was talking to a pal of mine, I think maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, or was it 4 or 5? Who knows? And suddenly this guy came in, and his audio wasn't great, and there was a bit of a hum, and we got into conversation, and then he said, would you like to meet up? And I said to my pal, sure, why not? So we went down. I lived about, maybe 500 meters away from the pier. So I said, well, where are you? He says, I'm down at the pier. So I walked down, and my pal drove down. And it was amazing. It was the Irish Navy, and we got a tour of the ship, and then we had a lovely fry-up breakfast, courtesy of the Irish government. Over.
That's what I said. That's very interesting. Yeah, I was going to after November 8th, Echo India, Echo Alpha 5, Japan, Norway, Mexico for ID. And what port were they moored in? Over.
Yeah, Roger, Dundleary, over.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that part. But what was I going to say? Dundleary now, the ferries don't go there anymore, John. I used to sail out of Dundleary, and it's weird. The ferry doesn't go from Dundleary anymore, over.
Oh, yeah, well, that's that's old news. But, it's just the way it turned out. But I remember back in, when was it, 87? Was it 87? Yeah, September of 87. And I sailed away. And I ended up in Germany. I stayed there for about 3 months. I didn't really like it, so I came back. Over.
Yeah, well, really? And which city were you in Germany?
Break O180.
In Berlin.
Yeah, stand by.
Oh, was up, and by the time I left, the wall was down, and Germany was reunited there. 89 to 92, I was there. But which city in Germany? Over.
Yeah, that was Munich, Dave. But I hear another Echo India station, and maybe he's on the air to do with the JOTA. So, Dave, I'll put it back to you, and you can call in that station, Dave. Over.
Okay, yeah, noise is reasonably low. I think I have a 6 tonight. Hopefully I don't jinx myself now. Anyway, yeah, the Echo India station calling. This is Echo America 5, Japan and Norway, Mexico. In QSO with Oscar November 8, Echo India. So again, this is Echo India.
Echo Alpha 5 again.
Mexico. QRZ, who is the Echo India station calling us? Go ahead.
ON80I, I cannot hear the other station. John, this is Echo India 10, Juliet Oscar Tango Alpha, and the supervising operator is Echo India 3, India Sierra Bravo. You probably recognize my call sign. But we have a couple of Cub Scouts here, and they heard you mention Dunleary and got very excited. Over.
Yeah, very good, John. Nice to hear you, and well done on all the good work you do. I'm not sure if Dave is hearing you. You're not hearing Dave, but Echo India 10 JOTA ON80I. You're 10 over 9 in the village of Ham in Belgium, John. Over.
Hello, this is Katie. Kilo Alpha Tango. India Alpha, over. India Echo, over.
Yeah, very good, Katie. My name is John, and you're 5 and 9 with me. And I'm just wondering whereabouts in the south of Ireland are you from? Over.
I'm from Dublin, over.
Okay, a big city, and what suburb? Over.
Gilorgan, over.
Yeah, Roger, and of course I know the Irish name for Stillorgan, but that's for another day. Okay, just stand by, Katie, and I'll just see if the in the station in Spain is hearing you. And of course, Dave, you're on a omnidirectional. Dave, are you hearing anything from Ireland? Over.
Yeah, I can hear them, no problem. I think they're using a beam, and they're, obviously, if you look at, the side of the beam is probably hitting me there. So just ask them there, is he using the beam? Ask him, is he using the beam? And just tell him the others, I'm down in Alicante there. So if his beam is pointing at you and the side is at me, well, then, it is what it is. Over.
Yeah, John, did you hear that? Over. Yeah, okay, all quiet on the restaurant front. Echo India 10JOTA, ON80I and Company, John, over.
You doubled there for a bit, John.
Yeah, okay, I'll just check. Do I have it? Okay, I have it. Echo India 10JOTA. What are your working conditions, John, over?
John is trying to help out the other radios. John, what are our working conditions?
Okay, so your working conditions are up here.
Oh, okay. Our working conditions are flex, 6,300 SPE expert, 2 KSA, 1,500 watts into GXP 13.6 at 60 feet. Over.
Yeah, okay, John, is it possible to beam towards Spain, over?
Roger. What's the call sign of the Spanish operator? Over.
Yeah, well, he'll tell you that. That's probably the best option. But just swing the beam towards Spain, and you can have a conversation with Dave. Over.
Roger. Swing it now.
Yeah, I'll give him a bit of modulation there, something to swing into there, John. Echo India 1 Zulu, Juliet Oscar Tango Alpha. This is Echo America 5, Japan and Norway, Mexico. Echo Alpha 5, Juliet November Mike in Alicante. Standing by for Echo India 1 Zulu, Juliet Oscar Tango Alpha. Hopefully that beam is swinging around towards me there.
Is it Echo Alpha 5 Juliet Mike? Is that correct?
That's a Roger. Echo Alpha 5, Juliet November Mike. Name is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo. Originally from South Dublin there. We would be originally Echo India 3 Hotel Tango Bravo there. But I knew you were on the beam there because I'm running a little bit of power here. So if you couldn't hear me you're definitely on a directional antenna there. I'm going back to you there at the moment with a cobweb antenna and about 650 whiskies there. So omnidirectional from my side. Even when I was on the side of your beam there, I could hear you no problem there. I'm in the province of Alicante there, in the Valencian community there. I'm in the coastal city of Santa Pola, 17 kilometers south from Alicante City. This is Echo America 5, Japan, Norway, Mexico. Echo India 1 Zulu, Jota. Go ahead.
Echo Alpha 5, Juliet November Mike from Echo India, 10 Juliet Oscar Tango Alpha. Yeah, you're off the side of the beam. We're beaming down to you now, running about 600 watts. I'm going to pass you over to a Cub Scout to have a conversation. Is that all right, David?
Oh, that's perfectly all right. I used to be a scout and a Cub Scout once upon a time there. Yeah, go ahead there. Who's on frequency? This is Dave in Alicante, Spain. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Camille. Charlie Alpha Mike India Lima Lima Echo. I'm from Dublin.
Oh, very nice to meet you. Well, my name is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo, and I'm originally from Dublin as well, but I live in Spain now for some years, so I'm living in the southeast of Spain, but I'm originally from Blackrock in Dublin. Over.
What languages do you speak? Over.
Well, I speak a good few languages. I work in the airport, so I speak French, German, English, and Spanish. Have to speak Spanish when you live in Spain. Over.
Oh, cool. That's nice. Were you ever in Scout?
How's the weather there in Ireland this morning? Is it cold? Were you camping overnight?
Yeah, we were. Over.
Okay. How many of you guys were in the tent?
3 people. Over.
Oh, you were well warm then. You kept each other warm there. Okay. And were you in the sleeping bag, or what was the story? How were you sleeping there?
Yeah, we were in sleeping bag. Over. And it was cold, and we went on a hike, and it was really fun though.
Yeah, well, it's not a proper scouting camp unless you're a bit cold in the middle of the night there. That's fantastic there. So, are you in Kiltiernan? Are you up in Kiltiernan? Is that correct?
No. No. Yeah, we are. But we're Kilmacud Scout.
Sure, I've seen a picture someone sent me there, and it has a white tent and some benches there, and there's radio operators inside, and a very, very nice big antenna being held up outside. Is that where you are at the moment? Echo India 1 Zulu. Jota from Echo America 5, Japan, Norway.
Yes, that's where we are right now.
Again?
Yes, that's where we are right now. Over.
Okay, very good. Your radio operating skills is very good. You're very good already on the radio. So do you think this might be something you might take an interest in again?
Yeah, probably. It's very fun.
Yeah. I think it's better than Facebook. What do you reckon?
I don't know if they know what Facebook is. Over.
Good. Keep it that way. All right. Anyway.
We actually do.
What was I going to say? How many of you are operating there from the tents, and how many different radios there?
Scouts, and we've about 220 scouts on camp here, with about another 50 leaders, and then we're operating 6 stations, 5 HF stations, and 1 VHF station. 2 of the HF stations are running data modes, 1 station is running data modes, 1 station is running CW, and then the other 3 are running phone. Over.
QSL from Echo Alpha 5 Japan, Norway, Mexico. I got a message from Pádraig Nolan with a picture of your tent there. Pádraig Nolan posted there on the Kildare Amateur Radio Group. When I was Echo India 3 Hotel Tango Bravo, I would have lived in South Kildare there. So one of the lads put me on the Kildare Amateur Radio Group there. Over.
We've got the Chief Scout coming up apparently. Over.
You have the which?
The Chief Scout. It's basically the president of the Scouts. Over.
Oh, well, I hope you have shiny shoes there. Over.
Would you like to talk to another Cub Scout who's eager to get on the radio? Over.
Yeah, no problem there. No problem. Who am I talking to next?
Sorry, I'm Anna, Alpha November Alpha. I'm a Cub leader, and you're going to be talking to Katie.
Okay, go ahead there, Katie. This is Dave in Spain.
Hi, just tell them about yourself.
Hi, I'm Katie. Kilo Alpha Tango India Echo. Over.
Very nice to meet you, Katie. My name is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo. And I was a Cub Scout once upon a time. I was in the Scouts as well. And so are you enjoying the camp there? I tell you, I didn't get to play ham radio when I was a Cub Scout or when I was a Scout. Nothing so fancy as that. So you're doing pretty well there. I played around with ropes and bits of wood there and did pioneering, lashing things together and stuff there. So it's come on a good bit since my day there. So how old are you, Katie?
We asked you how old you are.
I'm 10. Over.
And we do pioneering. Wait, and we also do lots of pioneering.
And we also do lots of pioneering.
Say again?
We also do lots of pioneering. Over.
Sorry, Katie, just slow it down a little bit. Tell me again.
We also do lots of pioneering. Over.
Okay, yeah. Try not, when you're on the radio, try to not to talk so fast, try to slow it down a little bit. That's a good tip. But okay, so you do the pioneering. So are you doing some pioneering this weekend in Jamboree, over?
Just tell him about yourself.
What? Oh, come on, Scout Troop.
Yeah.
What Scout Troop were you in? Over.
Talk a little closer to the microphone, Katie.
What Scout Troop were you in? Over.
I was in a troop down in Limerick. I used to go to boarding school, and in boarding school we had our own Scout troop, over.
Oh, is it on? Yeah. That's very cool.
Yeah, it was. But I tell you what, ask your leader there to swing the beam back up to Belgium there. Just hang on one sec. Just stand by there. John, are you still by frequency? Just stand by there, Katie. Don't talk for a second. John, are you still by frequency?
Yeah, and swinging of the beam is not needed, Dave. Over.
Oh, you can hear. Okay, Katie, can you hear my friend John in Belgium? He's
Say yes.
Yes.
There. Say again. Yes, I can.
Yes,
Smoke.
I can hear him. Over.
Take it up there, John.
Yeah, good morning to you, Katie. I think we've spoken, or maybe it was another Katie, but Echo India 10 JOTA. This is Oscar November 8 Echo India. Name is John, and I'm in Belgium. Over.
Say anything.
I think the Cubs don't know what to say.
How many languages do you speak? Over.
I speak the English language. That is the default language, HI. But the local language, I know a few words. Over.
How's the weather over there? Over.
Weather is nice. We had a lot of rain through the night, but it's nice and bright here, Katie. Over.
It's kind of sunny here too, I guess.
Can you talk to Grace?
Can you talk to Grace as well? Over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Put Grace on the line. Go ahead, Grace. Over.
Grace, over.
Hello, my name is Grace. Over.
Yeah, hello, Grace. My name is John, and I'll just call out your call sign, Echo India 10 JOTA ON 8EI. My name is John. Over.
So my name is Grace. I'm 9.
I'm 9 years old.
I'm going to tell you about all my pets.
And I'm going to tell you about all of my pets.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, well, just for the record, I'm originally from Cork, but I spent some of my life in Dunleary. Over.
Operating Bell. Go on, just say that sounds lovely, but I want to tell you about my pet.
That sounds lovely.
But you want to tell me about something. Over.
Yeah, my pet.
Over.
Over.
Okay, well, tell me about your pet. Over.
So I have one dog, I have some fish, I have 2 guinea pigs, and I have 1 tortoise. Over.
Roger, and is there any cats in the house? Over.
No. Over.
Yeah, very good. Okay, well, just to tell you about the pets here, we have 2 cats. One is called Cindy, and the other one is called what's his name at all? Little Lefty. Over.
Tell her the names of yours. Tell me the names.
So my dog is called Cooper, and my 2 guinea pigs are called Coco and Pippin, and then my fish are all called Dave, and then my tortoise is called Cornelia. Over.
Yeah, very good. Well, nice to hear all that information. Just a quick correction: the cat Skippy is the cat. Anyway, that's it. Okay, I'll put it over to you, Dave, and you can talk pets. EA5JNM ON80I and Company. Over.
Yeah, no problem
Hi,
whatsoever.
this is
And
Echo India 10 Juliet Oscar
India
Tango
1
Alpha.
Zulu.
Please stand by for the Chief
So America 5
of
Japan.
Ireland. Over.
Dave in Alicante, Spain. Is it still the same operator, or have we changed operators? Echo India 1 Zulu Jota, go ahead.
Echo Alpha 5 Juliet November, Mike. We're just about to change over operators, but we have the Chief Scout of Ireland here. You'd like to say hello, over?
Yeah, it'd be my pleasure to say hello there. This is Dave in Alicante. Echo Alpha 5 Juliet November, Mike. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, my name is Owen. Echo Oscar India November. That's definitely not Alicante accent, I would think. Over.
Yeah, yourself. No, I'm originally from Blackrock in Dublin there, but we're living and working here. We got fed up with the rain there a few years ago, so we upped sticks there, and we're living and working here now in Spain the last 2 years. So that's the story. I'm still relatively young. I'm only 55 there, so yeah, that's the story. We're in the coastal city of Santa Paula, Santa Paula. That's Papa Oscar Lima Alpha. A very nice coastal port. It would have a harbour, not much smaller than Dunleary, and a fishing fleet on one side and a lot of pleasure craft on the other. This location would be domestic tourism. People from Madrid would pile down here to enjoy their holidays in the summer. So people from Madrid, this is like the Wexford for locals there, coming down from Madrid and places there. But very happy to live here at the moment, Owen. So just wondering, do you operate yourself radio normally? Or I had a look there, Pádraig Nolan, who's on one of the radio groups with myself there. He sent me a picture of the tent there and the antenna, and I have to say I was very impressed with your setup. Back to you from Echo Alpha 5, Japan and Norway, Mexico.
You press and then talk, yeah. Hi, this is Owen here. I've actually just arrived here at the setup in Kiltiernan in Dublin. It's actually fantastic. I travelled up from Cork myself this morning, and unusually for the moment, the weather was glorious on the way up, and it's beautiful here today, even though we're just heading in to an orange and yellow weather warning for the country. There's around 260 people here on site, and they'll be rotating throughout the day through the radio and internet setups. So yeah, it's really fantastic. It's a long time since I've been using radios. I done this activity when I was a young person. I'm 49 years of age now, so that's not today or yesterday. But I'm really impressed with the setup here. Really impressed. Over.
Yeah, from Echo Alpha 5, Juliet November, Mike returning there for Echo India 10 Jota. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm impressed there. Pádraig Nolan sent me a picture there, and it's a tent, and I can see the benches there. It's a white tent, and it has two on the side there. I don't know if there's more than one tent, and I see some maps on the end of the walls, and I see some nice fold-out tables there, and one, two, I can see four operators in the picture there. But it was actually a little video. And then he goes out, and I can see the directional antenna there, the beam on the mast. Very, very, very good, a very good setup there. I'd be in the radio club there in Alicante now, and we do a bit of contesting there as well. It's a Spanish club, but yeah, even we wouldn't be putting up anything that elaborate now for the competition on the weekend. So well done to all involved there. There's a lot of effort gone into that. Back to you all.
Thank you. Yes, it's a most impressive setup. I would say there's probably maybe 5 or 6 of those type of white tents, all doing different activities with different styles of radio, and also today it's Jamboree on the internet. So there's an internet, almost like an internet cafe, set up in one of the tents for the young people to get involved in that. But we're just waiting here for the next set of young people to come in and start their session. So they're literally queuing outside the door, so I'll hand over to those. But really nice to talk to you today, and hopefully you're enjoying the nice weather there in Spain. Over.
Yeah, well, that was one of the deciding factors to move. All my kids are grown up now, and so I was in the ambulance service back home there, and I worked in healthcare as well in the emergency setting in the hospitals there. But yeah, it was a hard decision to leave the job there and all the rest. But no, I haven't looked back since. Every day I wake up here, the weather is fantastic, and I speak the language there, so it's not too bad. But give my friend in Belgium a shout there before you go on. My friend, if you have a pen there, don't worry about the call sign too much. He's Oscar November 8, Echo India. John in Belgium. John in Belgium is on the side there. So give John a quick shout there. His call again is Oscar November 8, Echo India. I'll pass it over to John. Go ahead there, John.
Yeah, Roger, thank you, Dave. Echo India 10 JOTA ON 80I OWN. I'm just wondering, any contact from Belgium, over?
Oscar November 8, Echo India, from Echo India 10, Juliet Oscar Tango Alpha. Hi John, it's actually another up on the call on the mic here. This is actually Pádraig Papa Alpha Romeo Alpha India Charlie. Owen has actually got off there now, so I'm not sure if there's any Belgian contacts. Let me check the map, just in the distance, but I'll check it in a minute. I might just put Dave back on there in a minute. I've just checked them a video of his QSO here on the from the tent. Good to get you in the log, John. I'll log it here now as well. Echo India 10 Juliet Oscar Tango Alpha. Back to you, Oscar November 8 Echo India from Echo India 10 Juliet Oscar Tango Alpha.
Yeah, Roger, and just for my log, is that Mark, over?
My name is Pádraig Papa Alpha Romeo Alpha India Charlie.
Yeah, okay, I've got the Pádraig. Yeah, pity that I didn't get a chance to speak to Owen, but if you can just pass on a message from Owen, or to Owen, that I'm originally from Bishopstown in Cork, and I was in the 4th Cork. I was in the 4th Cork, over.
John, stand by. I have Owen back. I've grabbed Owen back here, so I'll say hello to you. So this is Owen. Here, Mike's here is Owen. This is John, and he's originally from Bishopstown.
Hi, John. When were you in the 4th Cork? Because that's actually my own troop. Over.
Yeah, I was in the fourth cork in the late 70s. The late 70s. In fact, probably from about 1975 to 77, or even 74 to 77. Over.
Hi, John. That's slightly before my time, but I guess, do you remember Bill Houlihan and J.K. Hurley? And I'm just trying to think of other adults that would have been around at the time, but I think Bill would have been a scout and J.K. would have been the scout leader. Over.
Yeah, J.K. was a great guy, very nice person, and then there was Billy Condon. Over.
Billy was the club leader for as forever, I would think, actually. But he stepped away probably in the early 80s, and I think started maybe something akin to like Cub Scouts in Bishopstown at the time. But JK was actually my scout leader and was involved in the scout troop. To be honest, up until the week that he passed away, he was a real lifelong member. Over.
Yeah, Roger, he was a great guy, and I remember he was a representative for Zetter Tractors for his sins. And just finally on that one, and there was another guy as well, and I only have his surname, but it's a very an interesting surname, and he was Lapthorn. Over.
Hi, John. Actually, his name is John Lapthorn. He's still involved. He's our group treasurer at the moment and keeps all of us in check in relation to the money. But originally there were three brothers there, Morris, Charlie and John, but John is the only one that's still involved in the group in kind of an active scouting way. Over.
Yeah, okay, well, maybe you can write this down, and when you go back, you can, and they will remember me because I was, I won't say a thorn, but they knew me. Just give special greetings to any of them there from that era, from Johnny Dalton. Over.
Will do, John. I'll pass that on to them. And really nice talking to you. And totally unexpected from my end. But Johnny Dalton, I'll pass that on to the guys. Over.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, well, we had many times, and it was a great life experience. Okay, Owen, thank you very much for coming back to that one. And I'm making a recording, and I'm going to put it up on YouTube a little later. So back to you, Owen. Echo India 10JOTA, ON80I and Company. Over.
Thanks, John. That's Owen signing off from this station. Over. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. I'll put it back to you, Dave. Dave, I'm going to be knocking it on the head in a few moments. So back to you, Dave. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Who forgot that? I'm about to get mail as well. I need to go on. We're on to lunch now. We've missed breakfast there. But is that Owen or is that Porrick? By frequency. Over.
It's a Porrick back in frequency, Echo India 10 Oscar Tango Alpha. Yeah, and thanks, Dave. Good to get you the log finally. So back to you, Dave, for a quick one. We're getting another group of kids in here in a second, so I'll let you go soon. Echo Alpha 5, Juliet November, Mike from Echo India 10, Juliet Oscar Tango Alpha.
Yeah, sorry, did you say that's Porrick, is it?
Sorry, go again there, Dave. It's getting noisy here.
I said, is that Porrick or is that Owen? Over.
Sorry, yes, it's Porrick here, Dave. Papa Alpha Romeo, Alpha Indy Charlie. Yes, Porrick there. Put up a quick video up there on the group chat there, so you can see yourself how you're coming through here in Kilkiernan. Back to you from Echo India 10, Juliet Oscar Tango Alpha.
Yeah, Echo India 1 Zulu, Jota there, Echo Alpha 5 Japan Norway. I did, yeah, fabulous, and there you go, the world is smaller than you think, Porrick. I was actually looking up on Scouting Ireland, because I couldn't remember the name of my troop there. I was in boarding school in Limerick there, and they had their own troop, but I don't see them listed there, so maybe they disbanded them there. Maybe they disbanded them there. All these kids now, they're probably more interested in their phone. I remember back then again, it was the numbers were waning there in the 80s there to keep the interest going. And once lads got kind of into puberty there, they were less interested in scouting. But lovely to work you there. I need to get on up the road as well there. But I don't see the troop listed there. You could maybe ask the chief scarer if he's nearby there. The Villiers school troop, does that exist still, over?
Roger, Dave. He's gone right now, but he's in the area, so I'll get him in a minute. Okay, we've got around 50 kids coming into the tent now, so we're going to get out to the next round. I'm going to say 73 there from Echo India 10, Juliet Oscar Tango Alpha here.
Yeah, 7-3, Porrig. Lovely to get you in the log there. I'll pass it over to John to give a quick 7-3. 7-3 from my side. Back to you, John.
Yeah, okay. Porrig, great speaking with you for the first time, I believe. And I now have to go down and cut some wood. So good luck with the Jota, and hopefully you'll have many contacts. And even if one or two are inspired to get in the hobby, that's a success. So back to you, Porrig, for a final. Echo India 10JOTA ON80I in Belgium, Porrig, over.
Roger, John, all copied. Oscar Liver, Echo India from Echo India 10, Juliet Oscar Tango Alpha. We got kids on here, so I'm going clear now. 73 all. Many thanks for getting on the log. EI10, Juliet Oscar Tango Alpha clear.
Yeah, Roger, you can take the frequency if you wish. Okay, bye-bye, Dave, over.
Yeah, 7-3, yeah, the frequency is all yours there, Porrig. The frequency is yours. We're clearing the frequency. It's all yours.
Roger, right, many thanks. Okay, we've another group of kids here, so we'll start calling TQ shortly. 73 for now, all. TQ Jota standing by.
7-3, EI10.
QRX 5 minutes. QRX 5 minutes in the frequency, please.